Okay, this is the video for the 2015 Ram 3500, just to show some detail on the condition. The truck's completely stock, except for I did put 2-inch suspension blocks on the front. So they're the factory springs, but just with a, in fact it's like 1.5 inches actually, is all it is, but it just kind of helps it have a little bit better stance. In the sunlight you can get a little bit better idea of the color. Leather seats are perfect. It's never been smoked in. No animals or pets. It's always garaged. There's no check engine lights or anything. Has the heated and cooled leather. One thing that it does not have is the upfitter switches, which I actually like. Just never use those, and they take up space here in your dash. This compartment opens up for extra, like cell phones, pens or whatnot. There's your engine brake, tow haul mode. This is your anti-slip. Turn that off or on. Rear parking sensors. There's your heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and then for the driver's side, so you got driver's side, passenger, and then also you can control that up here with the control panel. You got electric dimming mirror. Control all your stuff right here. Let's see, or you climate. You can control it there or here on the dials. So really nice. I think the Ram does the best job with all this electronics and everything. Has the cab clearance lights that I really like. It's just something personal that I think looks really nice. It also has the factory fog lights, automatic headlight mode, all your steering wheel controls for volume, phone calling, cruise. It's fully loaded, Laramie. Has your memory seats, lumbar and all that. So you just set everything, and then you press S1, and then that sets it for you, and then S2 for your wife. Back seats are like brand new. Pretty much standard stuff. We've got the little cargo bin under there. I'm sure you're aware of that. And these seats fold up. And this thing comes out to make a little platform. Like that. All the way across. And there's some storage underneath. The other side has a big woofer speaker that takes up that storage. So that was an option for the Laramie package for the Alpine stereo. So your power sliding rear window. Tires are still really good. I would say they're about 35% left. They should go another year. There's no rust, no damage at all anywhere. No body work's ever been done. Really like this full diamond tailgate protector. It's the only way to go. And then there's the spray-in bed liner underneath. And then you got the B&W gooseneck ball. I've only used that one time to pull an empty trailer to my house. And the previous owner, I don't think he ever used it because the ball was like brand new. Get back a little, I guess. Has the running boards. Oh, it also has the 6 passenger seating, which I really like. I much prefer that over a console. So this folds down, and then there's your cup holders and a compartment there. Right in here, this is fantastic. You download all your favorite music onto a little SD card, and you just pop it in there, and then you just play and scroll through that on your screen. It's really, really nice. I love that feature. There's another compartment underneath. So it's got 2 glove boxes, that one and this one. Of course, the mirrors flip out like that for when you're towing. And they're chrome, and they have the light on them. These mirrors also adjust with your seat memory, so it does your seat and the mirrors. It does not do the interior mirror, and it does not do the steering wheel. You have to do that separately on the memory. Right through there is where you change the oil. I always do all my own oil changes. I use Valvoline Cummins 1540, and I use Mopar filters. Change the oil every 3,500. Again, there's the leveling blocks, 1.5 inches. Try to go kind of slow so you can get a good look at things. The factory fog lights, the projector lenses that come with the Laramie. Yeah, the Ram Laramie package is just a super nice truck. Very well put together, very well made, really strong frame components. The engine's fantastic. Absolutely love the Cummins engine. By far has the best exhaust brake out of all of them. It's amazing. When you're going down a hill with a big RV, you literally have to put the gas on because the engine brake will slow you down too much. It's all stock. Nothing's ever been an issue or damaged. I did have a couple minor recalls. One of them was to replace the water pump. The dealership did that. And the other one was something on the front steering stabilizer, or the steering tie rod bar, track bar, or something. They had a tack welded or something. It was a factory. I didn't think it was an issue, but they had me come in and do it. So. No issues at all. I've never even changed the brakes on it. But when I'm pulling, I use the engine brake. I don't even use the brakes hardly. So I'm I'm sure the brakes are like brand new. I'm looking underneath. This is that one recall. They had to tack weld this because these nuts, I guess, could back off or something. I never had a problem with it, but that was what the other recall was. I don't know. No rust, no damage. Everything's in beautiful condition. Okay, and then I was going to show you the last thing. The only minor damage or blemish is right here on the hood. You can barely see it. There's a tiny little surface scratch. I thought that was hair or something, but it's an actual little tiny scratch. I'm sure it could be buffed out, but I've never had this thing buffed. I always use a ceramic coating when I wash it, like 2 or 3 times a year. And then, so I've never had the paint's never been buffed, so it still has that kind of factory original nice look to it. It doesn't have the swirl marks in it. And then just 2 tiny little, I don't even know if you can see it, but 2 tiny little spots right there. Just little paint chips. Probably ought to maybe get some touch up and touch those up, but they're not rusted or anything. That's the only thing on the entire truck that I know of that has this, you know. Oh, and then one more thing I noticed when I first bought it. Right there on the dash, probably can't even see it, there's 2 tiny little like surface scratches or something in the plastic of the dash. I have no idea how that got there. Maybe somebody's trying to squash a bug or something, but it doesn't move or anything. You can push on it. I'm not sure what those are, but I just got used to it. And anyway, that's the truck.